Welcome to the best gambling show on the internet. This is the home of the money pick. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Week 9 upsets to bet. No one hits more than us. Let's get to week 9. First game, Monday Night Football. We got the Los Angeles Chargers at the New York Jets. Jets are +3. I think the Jets win the game. I repeat, I think the Jets win the game. I know this is a leap of faith. I know this is Herbert against Zach Wilson. I know I'm going to get the comments. This is a quarterback-driven league. You can't bet Zach Wilson. I understand. Zach Wilson is absolutely terrible. But this Jets team has something about it. They're made of the right stuff. And it seems no matter how bad Zach Wilson plays, this team has a puncher's chance to win any game due to the defense, due to this just culture of that team. They never give up fighting, and I'm looking at the Chargers, and I think people are glossing over the Chargers' problems quite a bit. I feel like something is missing there. There is a bit of a missing component. I know you're going to say Herbert, he's so good. He's a top 5 quarterback. I don't think Herbert's been all that good this year. I really don't think he has, and when you look at this Chargers team, they are missing physicality, but most importantly, they're missing coaching. And after we saw McDaniels go today, literally Wednesday, I think Brandon Staley has to be the next. And we know when games get close, when the sweat starts pouring down, Brandon Staley clutches up and he crumbles, especially on national TV. I think we see a Jets team do the little things. And I think we see a Chargers offense that just isn't explosive as the media wants you to believe. No one's talking about them missing Mike Williams. No one's talking about Herbert missing wide open 40-yarders to Keenan Allen on Monday night against the Cowboys. I think this Jets team does the little things to win the game, and I think they win the turnover battle. And one thing the Chargers still haven't fixed, we know Brandon Staley, defensive coach, he's a genius, that buzzword they throw out all the time. I still don't believe the Chargers defense can stop the run. I still feel like they're soft like putty up in that middle, 2 defensive tackles, inside linebacker position. And I think we see the Jets run it 65% of the time. I think we see the Jets beat down physically and mentally. I know the Chargers are the better team. Aaron Rodgers isn't out there. But who's going to be the team that executes better? Who does the little thing and plays with a high level of physicality? Give me Salah. Give me his boys. Jets win Monday night upset. Next game, we got the Seattle Seahawks at the Baltimore Ravens. Hawks +5.5. I know this is risky, but this is an upset show for a reason. I'm not picking +1s or +2s. I know the Seahawks are risky. It looks like this is trending up to +6. I really like this Leonard Williams grab from the Seahawks, and I think it does solidify their defense. I know their defense is missing Enewusu a lot, but does it really help having a great pass rusher when you play the Ravens? We know how mobile, we know how athletic Lamar Jackson is. I really think the key to stopping the Ravens is staying in your run fits and staying in your pass lanes and being disciplined. And I think the Seahawks defense can do it. The Seahawks defense has surprised me quite a lot this year. And I'm not as sold on the Ravens as other people. And we know what the Ravens did. They did what they needed to against Arizona. But were you impressed? Do we think this Ravens team is going to smack every decent team like they smacked the Lions 2 weeks ago? I don't think so. I think the Seahawks are coming to fight, man. And now that the Seahawks can smell this division, I think we see a better Geno Smith performance. And I want everyone to remember, the Seahawks have done pretty damn good this season without Geno Smith playing good at. And I think it's time for him to come true. I don't think this Ravens secondary is as good as the media says. I don't think their pass rush is all that good. Geno Smith has matchup advantages on the outside. And I think the Seahawks make the bigger plays. And I'm also liking how the Seahawks run game is coming along. I feel like it's getting better every week. Offensive line struggled, but I feel like the Ravens are due to lose a game. And I know there isn't a lot of science. Lamar Jackson is playing magisterial football at the moment. But I think the Seahawks get the ball with down 1 score. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and I think they shocked the world. Give me Hawks +6, +5.5. Not a lot of science, just a lot of belief. Next game, we got the Washington no-names at the New England Patriots. No names +3.5. I know. Listen, this isn't the same money pick it was on Tuesday's video. We saw 2 defensive ends traded from the Commanders, and we know that's the strong point of their team, the defensive line. But I don't want anyone to gloss over this. Like, this Patriots offense is absolutely terrible. It's absolutely ranked. You can smell it from a mile away. And they just don't have enough playmakers. And what makes this offense worse is the offensive line can't block anyone. And the Pats come with a banged-up offensive line into this game. I still think the Commanders win the defensive battle against Matt Jones' offense in this game. And I would caution people, man. I know we've seen teams dump players at the trade deadline before. Is it a good sign? Absolutely not. It's not. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it, but it doesn't mean the Commanders are going to stop fighting. And I think people have this confused mind about the apparatus of the NFL. Like, the NFL is not like the NBA. No one tanks because it's a physical game. There's so many players playing for jobs. And also, if you lay down an NFL game, you'll get godsmacked. So I think the Commanders come in, and I think they play better offense. And I know Sam Howell has been quite a bit underwhelming, but I think he's getting better every single week. I think this Pats defense is more vulnerable than the media says. Give me the Commanders. I'm not getting swayed from it. I don't know if I'm going to bet it, but I do think this Commanders team pulls an upset, and I think the Pats are overrated even after they got beat so many times this year. Next game, we got the Los Angeles Rams at the Green Bay Packers. Rams +3. This is rather simple mathematics. If Matt Stafford plays, the Rams win. And it's funny. I've been fading the Packers this whole year. And remember, they got that one lucky win against the Bears, and the Packers fans were hounding me day in and day out. They're pretty silent now, right? They're pretty silent now after they lost to the Raiders, after we hit that money pick, we dunked on them with the Vikings. This Rams team is due for a win. And I know the Rams have been very disappointing the last 2 or 3 weeks, but also the Packers are. And you have to look at what offense is going to be able to move the ball better. If Matt Stafford is playing, we know the answer is obvious. It's going to be the Rams. And I'm not sure, like, we can focus on Jordan Love. I already told you guys he was going to stink before the season, but I want to just focus on the overall culture, the overall verb of this Packers team. Am I the only one seeing them not play with a lot of fight? Like, the offensive line isn't playing well. The defense doesn't live up to its potential. These receivers don't get separation. And we've seen very, very little of Aaron Jones. So I know we can focus on Jordan Love, but I just don't feel like this Packers team is playing with verb and energy and will. But one thing you can't say about this Rams team, we know this Rams team isn't really good. I don't think the Rams go out there. I don't think they quit. I think the Rams play better football. Rams move the ball better. I absolutely love the Rams as long as Stafford plays. And also, I'm changing my pick on Giants Raiders. I got the Raiders. New coach bounce. Get McDaniels out of there. Bring some good vibes in there. I'm changing my pick on that official update. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. The best gambling show on the internet. I love all of you guys. Share the damn videos.